to be mostly a division. But today, if it's your first time here, I do stream. I do a segment called the Streamer Spotlight, where I interview a growing streamer. They introduce themselves to my audience, and hopefully you guys can give them a follow. And what the hell? What the hell's up with this car? Oh my God! Anyway, so our guest today is the TheNealXperience. Neal, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm good. All let me say, let me lower the audio. Let me lower the audio here so people can hear my man Neal. Let me go ahead and lower it.
Am I low? I can put my mic closer.
No. It's not you that sound low. I'm thinking the game. The game just sounds really loud.
Okay.
So I'm trying to lower the volume so everybody can hear you. So Neal, man, let's start right there. The TheNealXperience, man. Why'd you go with TheNealXperience?
That is a funny story. I started off with a very weird gamer tag when I was like 13 years old, and it was after a song that I liked, and it was In Those Jeans. And as I grew older, I realized,
Can you give me a line of In Those Jeans?
Oh man, I'm not gonna sing it, but I will tell you a line. It's like something like you're looking mighty fine in those jeans, and it's just a R&B like song about
you're looking mighty fine in those jeans.
I mean, it's actually very, very close to the harmony is very close to that actually.
But you said R&B, I figured. You said R&B, I figured, you know.
And it was really popular when I made my gamer tag, and I was very naive. And then I quickly realized how much people will make fun of it or, make puns on it. So I changed it to a clan tag that I had. It was like Demonic Ripper. I mean, again, I was very young. So
Demonic Ripper.
Yeah, so we were like the Demonic clan. Oh, dude, don't ask. It's not, yeah. We didn't like worship Satan or anything. It was just like we thought it sounded cool, and
we didn't worship Satan or anything. We were just the Demonic clan. I mean, what's the big deal? Wait, you want to fight about it?
But no, I came up with the TheNealXperience because my last name is Neal, and I was like, I kind of want to include my last name because a lot of people were calling me Neal, and I was like, I kind of like that. Like my first name is Ryan, so Ryan's way more common than Neal, I think. And then when people started calling me Neal, I was like, oh, I kind of like that. So I just went with something, and I was like, the TheNealXperience. And it just sounded cool to me, so I was like, sure, let's do that, and it worked out really well.
The TheNealXperience. So would you say when you stream, your stream is an experience?
I do. I say welcome. I call my stream the struggle bus, but I say I am the TheNealXperience. Yeah, I mean, I tell people they've experienced Neal a lot.
Nice. So give me a little bit of your gaming history, man. Tell me about the Demonic Boys.
Oh man, so I started playing Xbox because of Halo 1. I mean, I literally bought an Xbox because of it. My friend got it, and we played it all the time. So I was like, I have to get this game. And then I started playing online, like with Xbox Live with Midnight Club 2. And then I joined the clan, and we were playing Rainbow Six 3, the original one, that had like all the glitches and everything. Then, played all the Halos. Played Modern Warfare a little bit. I played a lot of shooters in the mid-career. I've also played a lot of single-player RPGs growing up. Like,
what would you say is your cup of tea? First-person shooters, RPGs?
Oh man, if I had to pick one and eliminate the other, I would pick RPGs and eliminate first-person shooters. Like, I think RPGs they get you in the feels a lot more, man. They like FPS is fun, but RPGs they tell a story and they evoke emotions that you would never really get to experience with other games, I don't think.
And what would you say is your top RPG that you've played in your life?
My favorite RPG is definitely Kingdom Hearts, made by Square Enix.
Oh, that Keyblade!
Oh man, I love that game, dude. It's one of my favorite RPGs of all time. They did a really good job with it, in my opinion. Now, one of the best done RPGs I've played is probably it's an unknown game called Eternal Sonata, and it's like a music-based RPG where it's like every move in the game is like a music term, and it's actually really well done again, and they had a really good story with it. And one of the coolest things about it is you can't get everything, you can't like experience everything in the game unless you go back through and do it 100%. Like, you have to beat the game and then start a brand new game with a game plus. It's really crazy. But I loved that game a lot.
Nice, man. Is that what drew you to Destiny?
Yes. It was the fact, because before Destiny, I was playing I had bought an Xbox One and I was very disappointed, to be honest. I was like, man, I should have bought a PS4. They have all the good games.
Yeah.
You know, they had God of War. I'm like, man, I bought an Xbox One, and I'm sitting over here playing Grand Theft Auto 5, which I can play on any console.
Yeah.
And I was a little, you know, mad actually. So I was like, whatever. So then I saw Destiny was coming out, and I'm like, that looks amazing. You know, it combined RPGs. Excuse me.
It's okay.
RPGs
We both just coughed at the same time. We're cough buddies.
Yeah,
We're
right.
cough buddies now.
I was actually talking about this the other day, how it brought the FPS community together with the RPG community, and that's why I think you see such a dichotomy when it comes to like PvP and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what Dreaming of Destiny was, the PvE side of it, like the story and everything. Personally, I could care less for PvP. I love PvP, but if it went away, I wouldn't be mad. I would still do the PvE content.
Nice, man. And what was your favorite thing from Destiny when you started playing it? You were like, whoa, what caught your eye? And you're like, oh man, I gotta play this game more.
Oh man, is everything an answer? I don't know.
It could be an answer.
I think when I first played, and you know, you do that first mission, and you feel so like fresh, I guess. Like when the ghost wakes you up, you feel like you're starting an adventure. Like it really immerses you. But about the gameplay, I would probably say the subclasses. I played a lot of Final Fantasy 11. Like I had over a year's playtime on that game, so I love like subclasses and being able to, you know, change around the way your character works based on your subclass. So that stuff I love. And yeah, Jason, I played a lot of Lost Odyssey. That game really gets you in the feels, man. Those flashback stories are insane.
Sorry about that. I had to kind of clean myself up there. Oh my god. So Neil, when people come to your stream, man, oh, you know what got you into streaming, dude?
Honestly, so it was a lot of other streamers, kind of. So I started watching Twitch. I started originally watching Twitch when it was just on TV because of Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
I love that game. That's one of my favorite all-time like tabletop games, and I will always have a love for it. I'm not playing it right now, just taking kind of a break from it, mostly because of my stream, and I just have so much. I can't have two big hobbies like that.
God damn.
But
sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I don't know what's going on with me.
Man.
I'm like dying over here. I can't stop coughing. My eyes are watering. I don't know why this happens to me.
He got a sick D, guys. He's
got a sick D, man. Oh, I'm telling you, man. Since about August, since my daughter started daycare, it's just been a constant me this. Like I'm never this, and now this all the time. But go ahead, man. Keep talking. Don't let me interrupt. I'll freaking mute myself.
Yeah. No. So I started streaming because I'm just I wouldn't say charismatic, but I like to joke a lot, and you know I like to have fun with my friends and stuff. And a lot of my friends were like, "Man, you should stream." So I streamed Magic for about 3 months, and I would play online. And I started streaming then so my friends could watch me play, you know, because it's much easier than Skyping someone and, you know, sharing your screen, which is I've done before a lot. But I started streaming so people could watch me play. I stopped streaming. That was over 3 years ago, and I only had like 20 followers. But then I restarted streaming Destiny because I did it for a terrible reason. I started doing trials carries for like donations. Not a good thing. Don't do that, guys. It's not fun. I moved away from that very quickly.
Okay.
I did not like it. It was too much stress. It was stressful, and I wasn't having fun, so my viewers weren't having fun.
Good.
And that's I honestly I watched what's his name? Broman and T-Rex's Streaming 101 podcast on YouTube. I highly recommend those.
Very good podcast. Yeah, I watch those.
Yeah, I've watched them twice actually. Like I go back and watch them again because I'm like, they know so much. Like they just have so much knowledge that you can't all get in one go. But I watched it and they were like, you know, don't do it for the wrong reasons. And I was like, man, that's what I'm doing. And I was like, you're right. I am stressed out and not having fun. Yada yada yada. So I kind of like just nipped that in the bud. I was like, all right, guys, I'm not doing this anymore. You know, we're just gonna play and have fun. Like if you guys want to come by, you know, and play with me still, I would love that, etc. But now I mostly stream to have fun. I do trials sometimes, but mostly I do the raid, man. I love this new raid. You know, it's just one of my favorite things to do in the game. I think it's one of the best raids they've made. I think it's probably the I don't want to say the best raid. I think it's the most fun raid.
Yeah.
I definitely think Vault of Glass was the best raid they've made, but it's definitely the most fun I've had raiding in a while.
Yeah, because King's Fall was like so, King's Fall was like so technical, and it's good to see something. They took away some of the mechanics and just made it about killing things.
Yeah. Now I am a true MMO player, so I love having to do hard mechanics. I mean, I'm a true-blooded like MMO player. I love to be the top 1%, like that goes for world first and stuff. But Destiny, it's really hard to. They're more casual based. So honestly, wrapping my head around that was actually kind of rough at first because I'm like, man, I just want to be. You can't, because you really can't have like the 1% of like gear and stuff to like show off to people. I mean, you could have trials gear, but a lot of people have that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love this raid, and I love playing the raid. Honestly, I don't have a ton of completions.
So you've changed from doing PvP to just doing the raid.
Essentially, I mean, I still do trials sometimes, like for fun. Like if I'm feeling, it's mostly what I'm feeling. It sounds selfish, but it's like if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna have fun. So it would be counterproductive to do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, essentially, I have switched from my PvP to PvE because I mean, I have a lot more fun playing PvE, and I think other people, like I know there's people out there that want to play the raid. So it's as long as there's people to play with, I'll do. I'll do it. If I have people come on stream and like, hey man, you want to play?
Man, you're just straight up D to D, like I say, down to Destiny.
Exactly, man. It's whatever on Destiny. I have been playing a lot of Final Fantasy since it came out. I you kind of said it earlier. Destiny's been on a hiatus or a
little lull right now.
Yeah, a little lull. Yeah, I'm waiting for SRL. When SRL comes out, I'm gonna play the crap out of that. I loved it the last time it came out. And it's probably my favorite event. Actually, I know it's my favorite event they've ever done. I don't have to guess on that.
Megs, thank you for the 250 bits. Thank you for showing me your biddies. I know you don't normally show men your biddies, but you showed me your biddies. Thank you so much, Megs, for the 250 biddies. Yeah, man, D to D. You guys never heard the D to D? I've been saying that forever. Yo, is this girl basically just wanting to check her ass out? Nice. Somebody asked me why is he wearing a thong? Because I changed his outfit. I changed his outfit, and now he's wearing one of these sumo wrestler thongs. TheNealXperience, our guest here on the Streamer Spotlight. So yeah, we talked about the Destiny lull. What other games are you looking to stream for now, man? Until it picks up again.
I said Final Fantasy. I'm gonna be playing a lot of that. I'm probably gonna beat that. Probably before SRL comes out. I mean, I doubt that. It depends on when SRL comes out. If it comes out next week, I probably won't be to have it done by then.
Yeah.
But then once SRL is done, I think I'll finish off Final Fantasy. I've been playing a lot of Skyrim too. I like Skyrim. I played it when it was on the 360, loved it, and now I'm kind of like rekindling my love for it. I haven't really looked at a lot of other games. I thought about Battlefield and Titanfall. Those Battlefield 1 seems like a lot of fun. It seems it's not really that competitive because it's like, so many people in one game. Yeah. So you can't really be that competitive with it. But my friends have said it's a lot of fun. I played the demo, wasn't a huge fan, but they said the demos wasn't that great compared to the real game.
Yeah, always just wait for the real game before judging it. Because I know the Titanfall tech test was a disaster. And the Titanfall tech test was a disaster, and the game turned out to be really good. Well, it is really good.
Yeah, and there was another game that I played, and I'm trying to pull it to the front of my head, and I can't remember where I played the demo and just absolutely actually hated it. Was like, never going to play this game. And then I played a little bit of the actual game at a friend's house, and I was like, okay, this game is actually way better. They fixed a lot of the problems. I forget what it was. Can't remember. I'm sorry, guys. But I do think that people should give the real game a chance. Like, I typically play the demo and then like look at like the ratings from like IGN and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually haven't looked that far into the future. I mean, I knew Final Fantasy was coming out. I'm going to play a lot of that. Can't remember if there's anything else coming out soon that I really want personally. I can't think of any RPGs. Shooter-wise, I really just play Destiny. You know? Like, if I'm going to play a shooter, I really just play Destiny.
It's just so satisfying, man. Just so satisfying.
Yeah. It's and it feels like home. It's once you build a community or you play so much of it,
Your wish list for Destiny 2. I'm gonna start asking. I'm gonna start asking a lot of Destiny streamers this question, and I want you guys to start. Those that are gonna be on the streamer spotlight, start thinking about your answer when I start asking you this. Your wish list, man, for Destiny 2. Things that you don't necessarily might not happen, but you would like to see happen, and could possibly still happen.
I'm gonna start off with a really controversial piece. I want us to restart. I want nothing to carry over. I honestly, that's one thing I've hated about Destiny. I can't say hated. I don't like hate anything about Destiny. One thing I've disliked about Destiny, and I really want us to start over because in other MMOs, you would play an expansion and then you would become the best or have the best gear, and then an expansion would come out and then new gear would come out. Not like, oh, a new white level would come out. There's no new item level. New gear would come out, and you would have to go grind for that. I love grinding for gear. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love, going to get new gear. I love doing let's say the raid, for instance, Wrath of the Machine. I would love grinding that over and over to try to get that one piece that's elusive to me.
Yes.
Whatever. But so a lot of people, that's the one topic that's been thrown around recently is like, is stuff going to carry over? People are like, I'm not going to play if it doesn't carry over. And I'm like, I understand, why you would feel like that. You put a lot of time in this game. Maybe if they did like a legacy thing, like if they were like, oh, we see you played, X amount of hours. You played over 100 hours or whatever. I don't know what time it would be, but they see that you played Destiny 1. They give you some type of cool, like legacy thing on Destiny 2.
Yep.
And stuff like that. I would love that. I don't want all of my gear to carry over. Maybe shaders and emblems, sure, whatever. I think they could just come up with new shaders and emblems, but, that's fine. But I want to restart, personally. Another thing on my wish list is I would like consistent rolls on weapons and armor, like other MMOs. I think they need to be more. So you're going to see a constant theme with MMO here. I want to bring Destiny to a more MMO.
I always feel like a lot of people that say, "Oh, I want my gear to carry over," never really truly played MMOs before.
Yeah, they haven't. Yeah.
And they don't understand that that's how it works. Whenever an expansion comes out, you drop the old gear and you go for the new gear.
Yep.
But the problem was, goddamn, the Fatebringer was just so good.
Oh. You know what's funny? I never had one of those.
You never had a Fatebringer? Oh.
No.
You'll never know the pleasure of running through a Nightfall when it's arc damage and just one-shotting literally everything and two-shotting the majors. It's just crazy.
You know what's funny? I took a big break in year one. I played a lot of vanilla Destiny, and then Dark Below and House of Wolf came out, and I was one of those people like, this game's crap. I'm never gonna play again. Like, they screwed us, man. And I quit for a while. Then King's Fall, or what's that expansion called? Rise, the Taken King. Sorry,
the Taken King. The Rise of the Taken King.
The Rise of the Taken King.
The Rise of the Iron King Taken.
That came out. I loved it. I came back in a big way. Took a very short, maybe a week break when the content was in a lull there, but nothing like the year one. Another, to get back on topic, Destiny 2 wish list. I'll say more consistent roles. Like if I get whatever armor piece, let's say something, a legendary head. I want that role to be the same as it is on your legendary head. If it's, as long as it's the same one. Same thing with weapons. That way, when you get a gun and I get a gun, they're the same thing. It's not like, oh, you got a better role than me. I kind of like the RNG aspect, and I don't think they're going to move away from it. But I would like to see that personally. Mm-hmm. That way, it's kind of like what they did with the Fatebringer. Certain weapons in Destiny do that, like Fatebringer, the new raid weapons, the new Trials weapons.
They're all the same roles.
Gear. Yeah, they're all the same roles, and I think that's fair. That way, because I remember in year 2, I played a lot of Trials, and a lot of people came to play Trials because they wanted a God roll doctrine.
Yes.
Well, now if let's say they brought the year 2 weapons and they made the doctrine have counterbalance, it would be on all of them.
Everybody gets a God roll.
Exactly. Like, I think that's the best way to do it. Is like, oh, everyone, you don't have to play the RNG game. You don't have to go flawless a million times. Like, you go and you get the gun, you got the gun. Congrats.
Yeah.
But yeah, another thing on Destiny 2 wish list is constant SRL. I
They
was
might
kind of hoping
announce
they would.
that. That could be something that they might announce because they're going to make an
Yeah,
SRL announcement. Well, they're going to make an announcement at PSX, and a lot of people are speculating it might be just year round SRL, like similar to Iron Banner when it comes by once a month.
yeah, and I would love that. I talked to my friend about that like I don't know months ago about why don't they do that if they do Iron Banner every once every month or 2 months, do SRL the other months you don't do Iron Banner, or do them both in the same month. Like,
Yeah.
you want people to play your game, give them things to play.
Well, something
Uh,
perfect would be like trials on the weekends, SRL 1 week, nothing the next week. The following Iron Banner, nothing the next week, and something like that. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the exact schedule I laid out too. Like, don't have a special event 1 week. They'll see a drop in players probably. We'll then bring back Iron Banner the next week. You'll see a surge in players, then drop it off the next week, and then like you said, just have stuff for people to play. That's why I think people are so agitated with Destiny right now. Is because there's nothing really to do. You can raid all you want, but I mean, if you're 400 and you have all the items, why do I need to? I think they messed up on that too. By the way, just a quick side note, I think they messed up on the light levels. I think they should have put hard caps and not had exotics take you to 385 and 400. I really hate that they don't make you grind content to get the max light level, because it's just like, oh, I saved up 50 exotics. Well, I'm 400. Personally, not my thing. But yeah, I for Destiny 2, I kind of hope they. I mean, even for Destiny 1, I guess that is kind of still a hope, like you said, year-round SRL. I just love SRL. I love that it's a different thing to do. It's not typical Destiny. I love racing, so me and my friends always used to race in missions. Actually, on our Sparrows, we would race through like everything and try to see if we could get to like a certain cutscene first. It's just one of my favorite things to do.
So those are you. Those are those guys. That was you that always speeding
Yeah.
through. TheNealXperience, our guest here on the Streamer Spotlight. So Neil, man, do you have any goals for your channel?
Goals. I mean, I have small goals. I have big goals. I mean, obviously, way down the road, I would like to be partnered, but I'm not really worried about that at the moment. I'm not like sitting here like, man, I have to get this amount of viewers and stuff like that. I'm not really worried about it. I really just want my channel to become something a common theme I've seen among big streamers like your stream, other streamers that I watch.
Big streamer.
I mean,
What you talking
I
about,
would say
Willis?
partnership. I would say partner streamers. Bigger streamers that are bigger than mine, like yours, Aura's. I watch Talon, I watch Giggle, like I watch all those guys. For the most part, you guys are all very positive in everything that you do, and that's one thing that I love. Like, I think that keeps people around, keeps them wanting to come back, and that's something I've been focusing on. It's just like, staying more positive, not like not flipping out over like losing a game, stuff like that. And just like, I think having fun and staying positive. So that's honestly a goal for me right now. It's just to be as positive as I can be every time I stream. That's like a constant goal. Um,
Wait, you reading something in chat? TheNealXperience,
Yeah,
our
sorry.
our streamer here on the Streamer Spotlight. By the way, I've been like so lost on this one side mission that I'm doing here. It's like taking me so.
I've
I'm
been
like,
half watching you and half talking at the
it's
same
like,
time.
what the hell? It's like the little yellow line keeps going freaking out on me, and I'm like, where are you taking me, yellow line? Anyway, so TheNealXperience, our guest here on the Streamer Spotlight. Neil, man, you've been freaking awesome, man. Thank you so much for spending so much time with me, jumping me the host, and coming on to my stream, man. Before we get you out of here, of course, the question we love to ask everybody before we get you out of here. Oh, wait a minute, Jay Sniperton, Geo is huge. Yo, Jay, I see a bunch of you guys. Let me just say hello to a bunch of people. Yo, Jay Sniperton, hello. Yo, I've been seeing Sirkaze, hello. Edgar Iceberg, hello. Rec, Cat California, welcome back. I've been seeing a whole bunch of you guys. I am playing Sleeping Dogs right now. It is free on Xbox One, Games with Gold, and it is a good game. It is a really good game. I read somewhere someone said, free is good, but is the game good? The game is really good. It's a lot of fun to play. It's exactly what Kaze said. It's as if all the characters in Grand Theft Auto decided to take kung fu classes, and boom, and then they throw them in Hong Kong. It's amazing. So, Neil, when do you stream, man? Let the people know when you stream so they know when to catch you.
I stream every Monday through Thursday around. It depends. It's been 6 p.m. Eastern. My stream schedule says 7 p.m. Eastern, but I've been getting on a lot earlier. I've actually been getting on much earlier due to Final Fantasy. I just want to play that game all the time.
Nice.
But I tweet it all out if I stream earlier. But typically it's 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern every night. I'm typically playing Destiny, and I'll end up with like maybe another game here and there. But then Friday and Saturday I work typically every Friday and Saturday night, so I don't stream those nights.
What do you do, SRL, IRL? What do you do in IRL? What's Neil's IRL life like?
I play. Well, not play. I hang out with my friends a lot. Like we'll play board games. I play D&D actually, like once every other week. I love that game. Big nerd. I work at actually an escape room. Do you know what those are?
An escape room?
Yeah, it's a very new form of entertainment. It's essentially like a living puzzle. It's like you have to pay. It's like you buy a ticket for it, and you get quote unquote locked. You don't really get locked in the room, but you get locked in a room, and you have to like solve puzzles and find stuff in the room.
Oh,
And, like,
yeah, I
get
know
out.
those.
Like, you have to, yeah, dude. If you haven't done one, or anybody in chat, if you haven't done one, find one near you and do it. It's one of the most fun things you'll ever do. Even if you don't think you'd like it, you're going to like it. Trust me. It's so much fun. And I work at one, so I get to like meet new people,
Yeah,
around
an
the
escape
city.
room. Yes, I have heard of those. It took me a minute. Once you started explaining it, I'm like, escape room? For a second there, I thought you were like a security guard or something that was like in a panic room or something. But yeah. Once you started explaining it, I don't know if I mean, they'd have to have one here in Miami. I'm sure they have to have one here in Miami, and it sounds great. Yo, Angry Esberg was roasted me. He meant to say big streamer as if I could use one less cheeseburger a day.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Anyway, so Neil, before we get you out of here, man, boobs or butts, bro? Boobs or butts?
Is both an answer?
No. Okay. Which one do you
Boobs.
gravitate
Boobs.
towards?
Boobs.
Boobs. Wow, we got a boobs guy. We're gonna play some. Put him on the